this is the reality of hiking with kids. You don't get anywhere. You just enjoy the scenery. Ooh, there's a bug. That's not going to look very good on camera.
You can have Cheez-Its, or you can have Cheez-Its.
In this episode, we're rolling into northeastern Ohio to visit Cuyahoga Valley National Park, a lush stretch of forests, waterfalls, and winding rivers between Cleveland and Akron. This is one of America's newest national parks, officially established in the year 2000. We set up camp at the Streetsboro KOA, just outside of Hudson, perfect home base for exploring the park. After biking, hiking, and soaking up fall colors, we spent our evenings cooking some amazing meals in the bus, proving that great food tastes even better on the road. Join us as we explore Cuyahoga Valley National Park, one trail, one ride, and one meal at a time.
We have arrived at Streetsboro KOA in Cuyahoga Valley National Park in northeastern Ohio. So just pulled into a full hookup site here, and we'll show you how we get things set up. So we need to hook up water, sewer, and electric. So we'll show you how we do that. All right, we'll do electric first. So we have this screw hatch here. Open that up. Then we have our electric on a hose reel here. We just need to undo that and then plug it in. Did you bring your prepared in? Okay. For the water, we just have this quick connect on the hose here. So this just clips on here. And we need to hook the other end into the hose. We use these flexible canvas hoses. This one's 100 feet, which is way longer than we need. But I'd rather have a hose that's too long than a hose that's too short. But the canvas hoses roll up so much smaller than a traditional old school hose. So we just turn this on. Let the hose do its thing. Then we just flip the valve right there. Good to go. It is just about perfect out. It is 3:30, about 70 degrees, blue sky, leaves are turning. It is October 1st, by the way. So walking down to the playground here to let the kids get some energy out. Then I don't know what we're going to get into later. We'll just have to see. But beautiful place. All right, Len, what's for dinner?
Tonight we are having chili. This was already in the freezer, actually from a previous trip. It's just been in the freezer. So I took it out right when we left this afternoon, and I'm just putting it in the Instant Pot. I'm going to add some broth to it, cook it. Dinner will be ready in like 20 minutes. Don't have to do anything. The cornbread's already made. You guys saw me make the cornbread?
Cornbread's delicious. I already tried some.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh,
I might have had 2 pieces.
I haven't had any yet.
It's delicious.
Okay, well, that's what's for dinner tonight, and I'm trying to figure out how to get this out of the bag.
Looks a little frozen-ish.
It's okay. I need to get messy. I'm going to use my hands.
Cool.
So the chili didn't fit in the Instapot, so we're doing it just stovetop here. It's almost ready. It's looking great. Yeah. Good morning. It is cold, maybe low 50s. Day one here in Cuyahoga, and sun got up at 6:30 and it is now about 7:30, so we're about to cook some breakfast on the old griddle out here. So I'll show you how we do this. We're doing bacon, eggs, and hash browns here. So let's get to it. I like to cook the bacon first, and then once the bacon is done, I do the hash browns and cook the hash browns in the leftover bacon grease that's on the griddle, and then fry the eggs at the very end. So it's a good order of operations and makes for some pretty tasty hash browns. So this is the kind of mid-sized Blackstone. I think this is the 22-inch. We used to have the 17, but I like this one a lot better, because you have two burners instead of just one on the 17, and the double burners really gives you so much more heat, especially when it's cool out or windy. And you can cook a whole pack of bacon in one shot. You can't do that on the 17. So we tried a lot of different hash browns, and a lot of people get the frozen ones, and they're okay, but my favorite are these milk carton ones from Costco. So they're dehydrated. So before I start anything on the griddle, you just put hot water in this milk carton here, and let it sit for 10 minutes or so. So you do that before you start cooking bacon, and then by the time the bacon's done, the hash browns are ready to go. So it's starting to look pretty good here. Bacon's done, so let's open up these hash browns. Add them to the grease here. Don't tell my doctor. Then I use this for the eggshells. Perfect. Nice and crispy. We are on our way to Silver Springs Park, and just outside of Hudson. We're gonna hit the bike path there with the kids and see how far we make it. We're out riding the Summit County Park's, I think it's like a rails to trail system, and it is awesome so far. I've only gone about 4 miles, but it's pretty, it's quiet, lots of little lakes and ponds and stuff. Really good ride so far. Would definitely recommend it.
Watch out, see there's somebody coming, you gotta move out of the way. Whoa. We can take a picture. Go up there? No.
there a bear in there?
Is there a bear?
Teddy, do you see a bear? What'd you think?
Cool, it's pretty. What's a real shame is that Teddy wants to climb up them this slowly.
What did we just do?
Brandywine Falls. Was that in the park?
Yeah, it was like one of the main attractions, I think.
Oh, in the park. Amazing. Okay. It was really pretty, but the best part was that it was easy to do with kids.
Yeah, it was mostly, I guess it was pretty much all the boardwalks right from the parking lot.
Yeah.
But there's like
longer trails that are
not. There's like a 2-mile loop that we did not do.
No.
But it's only a couple hundred yards, but there were a lot of stairs.
Yeah, not great for like strollers or anything like that, but if you have kids that can walk or you can carry them, that was very easy. I'm like a little sweaty, but other than that, it was very pretty. The kids liked it. They looked for bears. I don't think there's even bears around here, but we looked for them anyway.
Welcome to Station Bridge Road, a hidden gem tucked into the heart of Cuyahoga Valley National Park. This wrought iron truss bridge was built in 1882 by the Massillon Bridge Company, spanning the Cuyahoga River between Cuyahoga and Summit counties. Once a key crossing for commerce and linked to the Valley Railway, it now serves as a peaceful pedestrian and trail crossing. From the bridge, you'll enjoy reflections of the older structure beneath the soaring concrete arches of the Brecksville-Northfield High-Level Bridge, and you'll find views of the River's Gorge, interpretive exhibits, and nearby trails connecting the Towpath, Buckeye, and Valley Trails.
We're going this way. No. Go this way, Teddy, no. The workers, don't touch that. We stay on the trail here, okay? I don't know. But we're not gonna touch it. This is the reality of hiking with kids. You don't get anywhere. Just enjoy the scenery.
You can have cheeses, or you can have cheeses.
Really beautiful bridge.
You're supposed to walk a mile to go see eagles' nests, but our children were not up for all of that.
Well, the gravel path was more enticing than the hike itself. So, yeah. But it was really great. Nice gravel, very good for strollers. Very approachable, and you can turn around anytime, as we found out. So it was a great kid-friendly little hike to do.
There's a scenic railroad we might check out.
Yeah,
tomorrow or
to stop on
Saturday.
the railroad. Yeah,
We'll see.
It's good. Well, we're gonna stop at the store very quickly, head back to the bus, and I'm gonna make dinner for the day.
What are you making?
I'm making like a fall chicken and rice.
Fall chicken and rice.
Yeah, it's the easiest way to put it. So that's it. We'll see y'all there. I'm annoyed. I forgot my smoked paprika. I have regular. All right. Gonna improvise. I'm always improvising. It's always forgetting something. And when I forget something, then I make things up. That's how this ends up going. Cool. Ah! I forgot so many things. Oops. Oh, I'm a silly lady. We're cooking dinner. We're going to try and go as fast as we can because it's getting kind of late. The kids are already kind of working on some dinner. Alex is outside with them. I'm going to cook really quick, and this will be our dinner. Usually we like to eat together, but we were hiking for too long, so we decided that was not going to happen today. I'm just going to make a chicken, rice, and butternut squash, like one pan dish, basically. I'm going to cook it all in this iron skillet. Normally at home, I might put this in the oven, and we're not going to do that today. We're just going to We're going to do this not in an oven and see how it goes. And I forgot ingredients, so we'll kind of mix it up a little bit. I can link the recipe that I'm working off of. I guess we'll put it down below. I've never done that before, but link down below the recipe I'm using. All right, let's get going. The thing that takes the longest with something like this is the prep, I guess. Cutting something like a butternut squash takes a little bit of elbow grease. So we need 2 cups of butternut squash cubed. We need a diced shallot, which I'm going to do in just a moment here. I was hoping to have frozen butternut squash. It's one of the things I forgot. So I stopped at a store and got a fresh one. Need to scoop out the seeds. So this is why we talk about having a plan as making things easier. It's not perfect, but it does make things easier where it's still like, okay, I know what my plan is. Thankfully, there was a just full-size grocery store right on our way home from hiking. It was no big deal to stop and get butternut squash since I forgot chopping butternut squash. Takes a minute because of all the skin, but as you can see, I just quartered it, and next I will cube it once I get all the skin off here. All right. Almost. There we go. All right, let's get these out of here. These sticky skins. Oop, 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 dropping them. Okay, 2 cups of diced butternut squash. Somebody noticed in our bus video, like our build video, that we didn't have a cooktop, and we do not have one built in. This was actually a temporary decision that seems like it might stay long term. When we were putting in the countertops, we were trying to figure out where did we want to cut a hole in the butcher block to have a permanent induction stove fixture. And I was like, do we have to cut a hole and make it permanent? And Alex was like, actually, no, I guess we don't. And I was like, cool, why don't we not do that and see, you know, where I typically like to, where I end up prepping food and cooking food. And maybe if that feels like the right thing, we will just cut a hole later and install it later. But here we are. I still really like being able to put this away. We actually just keep this induction stove in one of the toe kick drawers. We just pull it out. Once we're parked, it typically stays out for the entire trip because we use it to cook coffee in the morning or boil water for coffee, and you know, it's easier once it's out. But it's so easy, just plugs in, and then when we're done with it, unplugs and goes away. I like the ease of it. I like being able to move it around. So I don't know if we're ever going to permanently install it. We'll see. This is a shallot. I'm just getting it ready to dice up real nice and beautiful and thin. All right, beautiful. I'm cutting a corner here tonight since we are running late, and I'm just using pre-minced garlic. I'm not even gonna mess with garlic right now, so I don't feel like it. All right, so those are diced up. Let's get our chicken out. I still don't have my oil. Where's that? Oh, this phone's recording me. That's why you haven't gotten my text message. Let me go get my oil. Okay, got the oil. She's a little dirty from being outside. That's okay. Okay, cooktop on, sink. There we go. All right. If you've never cooked on induction before, I'm still getting used to it. It's actually fairly new to me. They heat up quick. So this is a 2-burner unit, but you can sink the 2 burners for this middle section, and that lets me use a larger pan, which is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and heat up my oil. And we don't do a lot of measuring. Sometimes we do, not a lot. I'm a measure with the heart kind of chicky. Ooh, you know what? Of course, now that I have chickeny hands, I need a different cutting board. I don't use wood cutting boards for meat. I don't love using plastic cutting boards for lots of chopping and stuff. You know, microplastics. But I don't like to use wood cutting boards for meat because I think all the juices and stuff can really just kind of get down in the wood grain. So I'm just patting this dry. This is a workstation sink. This was a specific request of mine that I had a sink that was a workstation. This is why gives me additional workspace, just like my flip up counters at the end down there. Love to have the versatility. Then clean everything and put it away. All right, seasoning. We're just gonna season this. Yes, I didn't wash my hands, you guys. I know. I'm just gross. I don't know what to say to you. We're just making dinner here. Thankfully, this is not a commercial kitchen. So, all right. The ingredient I forgot was smoked paprika. This is regular paprika. I'm gonna use a little bit of this and a little bit of chili powder. That's gonna be as close as we get to a smoked paprika today. Thankfully, these are spices that I just keep in the bus. So these live out here. Okay, cool. That is seasoned. A little bit of salt. All right, seasoned on both sides. Look at that, lovely. All right, so now what we're gonna do is sear the chicken. Alrighty, we're getting hot. A little too hot. I'm gonna turn this down. It's like my children have boosted my tongue. Oh well, it's all right. We'll just use this big old girl. That's okay. All right. We're gonna sear that meat. Normally, you would lay it away from you. Listen, we're just doing what we can today. We're gonna let this cook 5 to 10 minutes. All right, we're just gonna rough chop this. Again, I'm just not really gonna bend myself all out of shape on this. We're just gonna, there we go. Ooh, let's see, here we go. Pretty. Look at that, beautiful sear. I do know, like, let me just pause for a second and call out. This is not how a lot of people like to eat. This is not how a lot of people like to cook. I totally understand that. I'm not all saying that this is how you should be cooking when you're camping. This is just how I cook. It's how I'm cooking right now. This is something I've made at home a bunch of times. I feel comfortable with it. This also works well because Alex is outside with the kids for 20 minutes while I do this. Ooh, there's a bug. That's not gonna look very good on camera. But that's the reason why this can work. Plenty of times I have the kids running around and hanging on my legs and stuff, and that's normal. But just, I don't feel pressured to cook like this. It's just, this is how we do it. This is not every night. I don't cook like this every night, but when I have the opportunity to, I like to. All right, I think these have a nice sear. They're not fully cooked yet, not supposed to be, okay? But look, ooh, they pretty, they drippy. All right, I'm pulling them off. Setting them aside for a minute. Add the shallot and the garlic. Okay, I can do that. So we're going to cook this. So fragrant. Next, fresh herbs in. Cook until aromatic. All right. Ooh, it does smell good already. All right, it's not even close to 2 or 3 minutes. Butternut squash in, mix it up. Dirty pan, dirty dishes in the sink. Clean workspaces, people. All right, here's what we want to do. We got all that yummy, delicious, herby goodness. all over the butternut squash. And then we're gonna put everything into one layer. Okay. And then we're not gonna touch it. You don't touch it. It's very hard to resist. But leave it. That way it can brown. 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. Turn them just a little. Try and get a brown on as many sides as we can without being too crazy about it. But when we leave them alone, we allow them to brown. All right, coconut milk. Let's open her up and get her ready. Dry. This might look ridiculous to some of you, like, oh my gosh, who would do this much cooking while camping? What an idiot. That's how I feel most of the time about baking. The rejection is horrible. The rejection of my baked goods makes me really sad. I try so hard and then they don't work, so stick to cooking. Lemons. Lemons or limes. If you ever want the juice out of anything, roll it around a little, break up all the membranes in there so you get more juice out, because we are gonna get ready to squeeze this baby into this dish. I'm gonna add my rice and let this toast. We are gonna need chicken broth along with our coconut milk. So this is one where I'd say don't leave it alone. Don't let it sit for too long. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and add in my broth. Here we go. Yum. Okay, in the sink. Beautiful. All right. Make sure we get everything down into a single layer here. Boom, 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 boom. Here we are. Good looking good. Easy. Okay. Coconut milk in the whole thing. Make sure your rice is covered. Last, lemon. Okay, done. I don't have a squeezer, so just good old brute strength here. Now some of the seeds came out. I'm gonna try and pick those out. Seeds are pretty bitter. It's not gonna like kill the dish. It's fine. Oh, there goes another one. But if I can grab them, I like to. Oh, wait, how many did I get? I got 2. Where's the other one? Well, hopefully Alex bites into that, because I'm just kidding. Hopefully I bite into it. This is the end of my cooking, really. We're just gonna put the chicken back on top here. Nestle her down a little bit. Kind of a lot of chicken. Oh well. Nestle her down. We want all these lovely juices. I'm gonna go ahead and just put those all on top. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Okay, great. Again, this is normally done in an oven. We'll see how this goes. I'm gonna just cover it. There we go. Cover, turn down pretty low. We don't want anything getting too crazy in there. And that's it. We're gonna clean up for a few minutes while that cooks. Okay. Got chili. All right, we're at about 125. So we are not there yet on the chicken, which is okay. I'll put the lid back on. I bet you what would have been a good idea. Note to self for next time. Note to you if you ever actually do this. Cut that chicken up into maybe quarters. We're done. I'm gonna make my life easier and take these out and slice them up. I think it's pretty. We're losing light here, so I'm actually gonna, there we go. Let's add a little light. It's getting dark. That's dinner, y'all. I'm gonna make a plate and we'll go outside. Ooh, that chicken's hot. That's our dinner. Time to eat. Bone, apple, teeth, all done.